Hi there, thanks for joining us. We've got breaking news for you as always here at Sports Today, always the first ones to tell you what's happening in and around the world of sport. Here to talk about the tournament that you and I love equally, and that's the IPL. Yes, we know that the 28th of May, that is what the BCCI had earlier announced, the 28th of May will be the final, but the dates and the venues for the playoffs weren't made very clear. What the BCCI has now done is it has sent out a press release, and now we know the venues and the dates when the playoffs and the final will be taking place. No change in the format. The league stage ends on the 21st of May, after which you will have the 4 games, which is going to be your 2 qualifiers, 1 eliminator, and then of course the all important final. You may already have guessed where the final will take place. Hold that thought, I'll come to the final in a bit, but let me quickly first tell you what those 4 important dates are that you need to memorize as far as the IPL playoffs are concerned. So 21st is when the last league stage game will get over. 22nd there is nothing happening, so that's like a cooling off day, or there's no cricketing action then. But on the 23rd will happen the first of the 3 playoffs. So 23rd, 24th and 26th of May are the 3 dates that you need to memorize. Let me now tell you what happens on these 3 dates. On 23rd you will have the first qualifier, which will take place in Chennai. So the first qualifier will take place at the Chepauk on the 23rd of May. Then the very next day, on the 24th of May, you will have the eliminator, the qualifier 2, beg your pardon, which will take place in Ahmedabad. Now you will be asking as to where the eliminator will be taking place. The eliminator then takes place on the 26th of May, and that too will be held at Chennai. So 2 venues as far as the first 3 playoffs are concerned of the 4 playoffs that we're going to be talking about. So the first one on the 23rd of May, qualifier 1, will take place in Chennai. Then action shifts to Ahmedabad, where you'll have the second qualifier take place, and then again we go back to Chennai for the eliminator, which will take place on the 26th of May. And then we are looking at the 2 finalists heading across to Ahmedabad on 28th of May, which is where the final will take place. So for the 4 playoff matches, and that's including the final, you've got 2 venues in Ahmedabad and Chennai. No surprises there that Ahmedabad, with a capacity of a little over 1 lakh, has again been shortlisted to host the IPL final, much like we saw last year as well. So the second final there that the Narendra Modi Stadium will be hosting in 2 years time. And then of course you're looking at the Chepauk, where the IPL in many ways returned after 4 years. We saw CSK play their home games after a gap of about 4 years. Then 2 extra games coming up at the Chepauk, one of which will be the first qualifier, and then you will be looking at the eliminator, which will take place at Chepauk. The other 2 games, which is the second qualifier and your final, will be taking place at the Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. This is the update that's been shared by the BCCI at the very moment. For all of those joining us right now, 2 venues that have been shortlisted by the BCCI for the 4 playoff matches, including the final, the 23rd, the 24th, the 26th and the 28th are going to be these key dates that you need to remember. On the 23rd you're going to be seeing the first qualifier take place. Then the following day, on the 24th, you will see the second qualifier take place. There is going to be a day's break and there will be no cricketing action or IPL action on the 25th of May. 26th you will be seeing the eliminator take place at Chepauk, and from there only one team will join the winner of the first qualifier in Ahmedabad for the final that will take place at the Narendra Modi Stadium at a packed ground. Let's just see which are the 2 teams that are gonna be playing the finals. Will the Gujarat Titans be able to defend their crown again at the very stadium where they won it last year? That will have to remain and see. Or whether will it be the Rajasthan Royals, who fell just short last time around and looking in very good form this year, will they be the ones to lift the title at the Narendra Modi Stadium? All of that remains to be seen. Thank you so much for joining us on this very quick update. Let us know what you have to think about these 2 venues that have been shortlisted. Are there any venues that you have in mind? When we were talking about the playoffs, you can always let us know in the comment section. Thank you so much for joining us.